Welcome to Grace, Spontaneous Grace, Grace on Fire, whatever you want to call it. Here I am, speaking spontaneously here at the Healing Home at Janine Dietrich's Healing Home in Taylorsville, Utah. Thank you, Janine, for letting us use your home for this event. We really appreciate it. And I am just doing a spontaneous talk, and I only know one thing is I'm wearing this because it's precious to me. Very, very precious. Sacred, I would say. And I'll tell you a little bit about what it is. My dear son, my only son, my youngest son, my precious son, John Delaney, may I use your name? He's here, present. He graduated from the University of Utah yesterday. That would be May 6th, 2016. And he graduated with a degree in economics. And he has a minor in philosophy and a minor also in math. And he graduated yesterday, honors. And the key, is it the key honors, honor key?
Golden key.
The golden key. I forgot the golden part. The Golden Honors Key Club International, right?
Mm-hmm. Honor Society.
Honor Society. I probably mixed and jumbled up those words, but if you get them all together, it's very special because it's like, the top 12% of the class.
15.
Top 15. I am really jumbling. Just before this talk, I'm like, I hope I say it right. And it's okay. I'm jumbling it up. The top 15% of the class. And so that's a great honor. So let's just clap for John right now. And we had a magnificent graduation party, and all my friends came, and a lot of you who are here right now came to that graduation party to honor John because it was a 6-year journey, a 6-year adventure. And in any kind of adventure like that, when you're getting a degree and a couple minors and you're moving out from the home, you're living further away, and it's got its journeys. It's got its ups and it's got its downs, and it's got its triumphs and its failures and its successes, and it's you know that it wasn't always easy. And I know it wasn't always easy for you, John, but you triumphed. And we get to really see when we have challenges like that, we have accomplishment like that, to be an honor student, a key club honor, golden key, excuse me, the words, golden key, International Golden Key Honor Society, and to have a major and a couple minors. It's not easy, but we get to see what we're made of inside, the potential that we have inside of ourselves. And we do have amazing potential when you see that we can do something like that. And I remember John, when it was in this last semester, he was at a math class. And the first week or two of school, anybody can come for free into classes. So he invited me, and I want to come to your master's degree programs too, because that was quite the fun experience. And I'm sure maybe he was a little embarrassed to have, mom tag along, but I enjoyed it. And I sat in this math class, and I mean, I had taken algebra and even calculus and geometry in high school, and I had actually gotten college credit in high school for math. I thought this is fine. I can handle this. Way over my head. This is like a college math class. What was it? The highest level or something?
No, it's Foundations of Analysis 2.
Foundations of Analysis 2.
Yeah, it's requisite to study advanced math.
A requisite to study advanced math. Well, I'm not cut out to be an advanced mathematician because I sat in the entire class. I did my affirmations. After the first 5 minutes, when I realized that I could never, ever even comprehend or grasp what was being talked about, it would be a waste of my time. I might as well use the time with good. So I started saying my affirmations and, filling my mind with good thoughts. And, I'm a published author because that's one of the things I hope to be. So I just started repeating my affirmations to myself. I used that time for good use. John said, after like a week, was it about a week after you'd been in the class, maybe 2, he was considering maybe dropping the class because it was a very difficult class. It is a very difficult class, I must say. I agree. And I support you whatever you do because I know it's a hard class. And it was hard. He thought he would drop it. And he ended up passing the class. And what did you get for a grade in the class?
It'll be published May 13th, but I expect an A.
He expects an A! Oh my God! He expects an A! An A in this class that was like impossible, and he was gonna drop. And he just couldn't even pass the class, and he got an A! An A! An A in the final? You're pretty sure you got an A in the final, right?
Yeah, possibly A minus.
Possibly an A minus. Oh my goodness gracious. What an A minus, but that's fabulous. It just says, it just tells me of the strength within my son, within each and every human being's soul, that we can do such greatness that we don't even know we're capable of. We just have no idea until we do challenge ourselves. I used to think challenge was a bad word. I even remember someone saying, you know, you're going to have some challenges this year. And I said, oh, please no. Cross that off. That's a bad word. And then I thought about it. I actually thought about it. And I thought, you know, actually, if I look over my life, I have challenged myself my entire life. I'm challenging myself right now. I mean, this isn't comfortable. I was a little nervous wanting to cancel all week. Really, I mean, I start thinking about it. Oh, I'd rather sit up with my feet up and just be comfortable. I don't want to go out and speak in front of public. But I push myself, and not pushing in like a forcing, striving way, because I think when you're going forward in life and you start pushing to things and the door just isn't opening, and you try to force it open, that's kind of a message from the universe. Okay, you know, let's just back off and recalculate. Maybe you're attached, maybe you're attached to an outcome. Let's not push and force things, but challenging ourselves in the way that, yeah, you got to overcome a little bit of discomfort because you're stretching yourself beyond your comfort zone. But you know it's good, and the doors are swinging open. Jan was going to be here for the highlight. I had all the support, and people were coming. Janine opened the home. The doors were open, but there takes a little to come through, because you're walking through unknown territories. You're walking through a door where you don't know what's on the other side. And to have the courage to overcome that fear, great people, great leaders were not fearless. They did it anyways. They did it even though they were afraid. And that's what made them great. Not because they sat home where it was comfy in the comfort zone. It's never easy. Life isn't easy. We didn't join this because it was easy. And yeah, we could sit on our stoop and do nothing. But even then, life's just automatically, when you try that, there's still going to be some things that are going to push you forward, because we are spiraling up. It's a spiral universe, and we're spiraling up. And we can't judge those times when we're spiraling back around and it kind of looks the same. And we feel like, oh, I've gone nowhere. I'm in the same place. I've got the same issue coming up. Men. Just to name one for me. One of many, many, many. Oh my God, this is coming up again? Or whatever it might be. Insecurity, whatever it might be that comes back around for us. Can I do this? The inadequacy, whatever it might be. But you know what? It's a spiral universe. And you're always spiraling up. You're always spiraling up. And yes, we can spiral down. We know what to do to spiral down. We all know what to do with spiral down, because pretty much all of us have felt the spiral down when we start to spiral down. But even those times when we spiral down, even those times when we go into that hell, we learn things. We learn contrast. We get so clear about what we don't want. That makes us so clear about what we want. And when you get really clear about what you want, when you get really focused clear, and I probably said this before in my last talk, I don't know, but when you get really clear about what you want and you start to put your focus on it, and John has been a great teacher for me for that. I came up to him one evening and I said, I forget what I said, and he said, Mom, I don't want to talk about that. And I said, what do you want to talk about? He says, I'm focusing all my attention and all my energy and all my focus on my goals, on my intention, on my dreams. That's what I'm focusing on. That's where I'm putting my energy. And I was like, whoa, what a teacher. What a profound teacher. I need to remind myself that every day. Keep the what you focus on is what expands. Literally, we are biocomputers. We are biocomputers. And what you put in that computer, that's why I was doing those affirmations. What you put in that computer, we are so powerful. Do you know how powerful we are? We just need to program this computer. It's like a virtual reality we're living in. We program it. We get to choose what we think. We get to choose what we think. We program that computer. And what we program it, literally, is what will out-manifest. What you focus on is what expands. That's how powerful you are. Everyone is. And we get to do it. We get to choose what we program in. We get to choose that. And it's not always easy because, you know, there's a mass programming going on. We're all born into this mass consciousness, and this is the transformation that's happening right now in the world because we've been born into a mass unconsciousness. I call it an unconsciousness in my books. It's a mass unconsciousness because we are born into, and it's not going to happen much longer because the new kids are not being born into it. There has been a shift. There has been a transformational shift. But people that have been born, for a lot of years now, it's into a paradigm of fear. It's a paradigm of inadequacy. We're kind of programmed, especially in the West. When I was in India, it's not so much in India. There's not that programming of the inadequacy, but there is programming of that fear-based consciousness of separation, that we are separate, that we need to compete to get along in this earth. We need to survive to get along in this earth. So we end up getting attached. And then what does that create? Oh my God, you start getting attached, you're pushing and you're striving and you're crazy and you're anxiety because you don't know if you're going to get it or not. That's what we're born into. And that's what we have come to overcome and to change. That's the transformation that this entire planet is going through. We are becoming completely new beings. Our brains are being newly wired so that we know that we are fully competent. We can do anything. We can take a math class that seems absolutely impossible. Absolutely impossible. We don't understand anything that's going on. And we can get a freaking A! An A! We can ace the class. A high-level class. That teaches us we are competent. We're not going to buy into that mass consciousness. It isn't a fear-based world. And as we shift our mind and we shift it into love, and we know that we are love, the truth within every human being is pure love. Pure love. I want to end with a little video that I watched a couple months ago. He was a baby. He was probably not even a year, right? I think it would probably maybe not remember. I started to watch home videos, but it didn't last. We watched maybe 2. I was holding him, and I was probably 26. I'm holding him. I'm kissing him and hugging him and just loving all over him and everything. And his dad asks me, do you want to say anything? And I said, nobody wants to hear me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. And I was watching it, now at 47, and I thought to myself, wow, that was my conscience. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. And then he says, well, say something. And I started studying Course in Miracles back when I was 16 in the 70s. Anyways, maybe a little longer than that because I'm 47, but one of the things that I have really gotten from the Course in Miracles, and it is the biggest golden nugget that I live by, and I taught my children, and I train this into them, is there's love or a call for love. Love or a call for love. And love is love. We all know what love is. It's pure. It's unconditional. It's constant. It's an unconditional feeling from the heart. It's just pure love. And that's what life is made of. That's what everything is made of. That's what the universe is made of. That's all that truly exists. But sometimes we get confused, or we get afraid, or we misinterpret this love because our brains kick in. And sometimes the brain forgets its job. The brain is a great tool. It's an absolutely fabulous tool But the heart is master. The heart is master, and the brain is such a great obedient servant. You have an order, the heart orders the brain. The brain is efficient. It can write those checks out. It can get you to A and B. It can get you, the brain is a magnificent, magnificent tool. But it forgets, and sometimes it thinks it's master. And that's when we get a little afraid. And we misinterpret, and sometimes we call for love. But there is only love and a call for love, and I believe that, and that's what I said when I was 26. I said, the only thing I have for the world is to say that there's love and a call for love. And now, a few years later, at 47, I'm going to give the same message, that there's love and a call for love. I truly believe that the universe is made of love. Every being, every cell in your body, every word you speak, every thought you think is either love or a call for love. And it's all love. We're all love. It's the fabric of the universe. It's the most powerful force. And it is the potential within each and every one of us to do and accomplish and achieve and acquire the greatness that is in our hearts and in our soul. And I know there is greatness in all of us. And I know there is greatness in you, John. You might have just gotten your bachelor's. I don't want to say just. But a bachelor's with 2 minors and a high honors, the Golden Key Club, that's a lot of potential. And that's just the beginning for you. And we all have that potential within each and every one of us. And it's that power of love that propels us forward. And we keep that focus in our heart. There is nothing any of us cannot do. And I love you all. I love you, John. Congratulations. Congratulations. You did it. And we've all done it. We've all had our great accomplishments. And I congratulate you all for taking this breath, for being here in this moment. And I love you all. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Namaste. Namaste.